Welcome to this episode of Coffee with Cornell. Grab a cup and let's talk about New Year's resolutions 2022. Now, I don't know, but many of you may have decided to have a New Year's resolutions for 2022 or for your new year. Recognizing that 2022 is a Gregorian calendar New Year. There are other New Years celebrated by other countries and other locations, other parts of the world, but let's just go with 2022. Congratulations, we made it. So think about organizations that you're a part of, and personally, you may have new resolutions. I consider new resolutions as being those ideas you want to propose and move forward on, things you want to kind of change in your life. Let me give you an idea or some samples of some of the New Year's resolutions that might be out there. Now, this is the new year 2022. Recognize that other cultures and religions that don't follow the Gregorian calendar, it's not necessarily 2022. But let's just go with that for conversation's sake, and for all those who have other New Year celebrations, Happy New Year to you whenever your New Year occurs. But when we start thinking about New Year's, people think about new opportunities and new directions and a chance to kind of start over, rebirth or new birth, if you will, for things to look at and change perhaps in their lives. So I did an informal survey, just talking with a couple of people regarding what might be the resolutions that they would make for this New Year's. My very brief, unofficial survey came back with perhaps the most popular was losing weight. Well, most of us can lose weight, at least if you look at statistics. There's a lot more extra poundage out there than necessary. There are a few people that need to gain weight. Okay, good for them too. A number of people identify their interest in reading more in order to expand their horizons and to learn new things. There are also, and it was pretty popular, people talking about getting a new job. How many of us have ever thought about that in the new year? That's a pretty popular one. For most of us, there's also a discussion about changing their diet, adding some things or taking some things away, or just moderating on some other areas that perhaps aren't as good for you as you would like for it to be. And the list goes on, and I'm sure you have your own list as well. From organizations, there's also a need for looking at resolutions, if you will. For resolutions from an organizational standpoint, those are kind of referred to as strategic plan initiatives, and those things we want to focus on for the organization moving forward. Those might be increased sales, lower costs, or maybe improved customer service. Check out those within your organization, find out what the new resolution is for your organization for 2022. So let me help you with reasons and ways as to how to move from resolutions to a real objective. So, as I look at a resolution, I would also describe it as being aspirational. A lot of times people have difficulties moving from resolutions and aspirations, if you will, to actually really goals. So I would suggest that you might want to take a couple of these ideas and see whether they work for you. The real key about moving from aspirations to a real goal is developing a formal plan. Formal plan is by definition a written down formal plan. Either you can still write it down or type it or capture it in your phone. However, you then formally transfer it from your mind into something else that you can be used as a motivator and continual reminder for you. A timeline for that activity that's reasonable, okay? It's the old discussion about making plans that are reasonable moving forward, that have a timeline for yourself. Also, what are the resources you're going to need in order to make this goal? You're going to need more time. And by the way, some things you have to stop doing one thing in order to be able to start doing something new, right? So you may have to give something up temporarily or maybe forever if it's not necessarily that good for you. So the other factor is just start to focus in order to make whatever it is you're looking to do so it becomes a habit. Because I mentioned before in one of the church marquees a number of years ago, I saw it on the marquee outside. It said, first we form habits, then habits form us. So as you think about all the things that you do and all the things that you are, it's pretty much a combination of those habits that you've attributed and accumulated over time. Change your focus so you hope to change your habit, and then that can help you achieve whichever one of the aspirations/resolutions you had for 2022. Let me help you with some of the benefits of that. A new resolution or aspiration is based upon something you've seen or you identify that you want to do differently, right? In your life or in your environment or with your family or whatever the component is that you're looking for that new resolution, you want to make it a change to either improve something, change it altogether, or to stop doing something, right? That achievement or the benefit of that is really the objective, and that's one of the benefits. You accomplish that. And whatever benefits you associated with that activity, good for you. Losing weight, getting a new job, reading more. There's a benefit associated with those activities and reaching those goals. It helps you to improve, from an organizational standpoint, your organization. There's something you determine that you need to do in order to be more competitive. So by accomplishing that, your organization is going to be better. And then last but not least, whether it's on an organizational standpoint or personally, you're going to improve your life. Because why have a resolution for something bad, right? So it'll be something good and positive for you. So think about that. Improve yourself, but make it a goal, not just an aspiration. Make it a formal plan so you can accomplish that goal, and then you'll have a better year in 2022. Thanks for joining me, and you have a great time. See you next time on Coffee with Cornell. If you like this episode, please subscribe, hit the bell icon for future notifications, and give me a like. We'll see you next week on Coffee with Cornell.